Welcome back to another Archon quest by yours truly, me. We're doing Act 1, Part 1, Section 1, whatever you want to call it, to the new Fontaine Archon quest.
For Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Ah, look who it is.
It's Dea.
Running into you in a
W.
place like this, I can see you two still love wandering around.
Always.
Oh, it's Dea! Since when are we just wandering around?
That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway?
We're leaving. Okay, we don't need this nasty side-eye, bro.
Can't say I saw that coming. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways.
W.
Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru.
What does this dude want? They're just eavesdropping anyways.
Goodbye for now, traveler.
Take care, Dea.
Goodbye, Dea. Bye,
Dea.
Sumeru.
Dea. Holy shit, it just teleports me here. W! Let's go! I want to swim over there. Okay, bro. The music, the views, this f***ing ominous, creepy music I'm listening to. Big dubs. Okay, this music is really creeping me out, though.
What do you think the Hydro Archon's like?
Oh, God.
Will we get along? Nahita said that she has a
Very
very
unique personality.
Whatever that means.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
What are you looking over there for?
There's a girl over there. A cat girl.
Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
Don't do it, girl. Dub. I love their outfits. They're actually so cute.
Hello there. Excuse me.
Huh?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Thanks. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now,
That's right.
It's been completely submerged.
Fontaine
He would
is
skip and
drowning.
jump, tossing sand in the wind. The water is gradually swallowing our memories.
Yeah, it's just submerging
It won't be
Fontaine.
long before it swallows us.
That's so depressing and scary.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friend?
Bro, he just sounds like Tanari. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of like Tanari's original VA.
Hello, traveler.
Hola. His eyes are so pretty.
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake?
Lol.
You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Or her hands are so
Please,
tiny.
Don't take offense. You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come
Wait,
to see
what?
you.
Oh! Okay, Mikasa? Holy shit. Wait, I actually have an entourage when coming to Fontaine? Alright, let's meet this brat. Okay, she is so f***ing extra. No.
So,
She's so f***ing extra.
My dear people,
Oh god.
rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
Oh my god. I like her. I'm sold. I don't even care what the rest of her personality
As
is
you
like.
can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion
Oh
of
my
such
goodness
meaningless
gracious.
wariness.
Bro,
You can be rest assured.
so extra.
I see clearly your sincerity. Of course.
So
Seeking
sassy.
an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do.
She definitely has a
It will
god
allow you to
complex, that's for
truly
sure.
behold my power and witness my authority.
Alright.
I, Fosalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro. You may
Easiest
rejoice in this.
Archon finding session of our lives.
yeah.
It'll never be easier.
Still can't
Definitely over the top.
Over the top?
So extra. We love extra around here.
How did you...
I see.
Oh, that one dude at
As
the
Outlanders,
Caravat
you
place.
inevitably... I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
W.
You really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god.
That dude.
All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Alright, where's the judge at?
Well, I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this
W,
traveler
you're going
from
down.
another land.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
You're going down too, Mikasa. Yes, dull blade for the win.
Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Good, you're going
What are you
down.
trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Hell yeah. We live for
Stand
chaos.
down, Clorinde.
Yeah,
I
Clorinde,
admire
sit
her
down.
bravery. Unfortunately,
It'd be the same if she
people
fell.
nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement. I shall face
A
this
duel in
traveler
court?
in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
L.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial.
Oh, now she's talking down
It's
to us?
obvious,
I'm winning.
isn't it?
Nope.
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to
LOL.
release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
What the f is that?
Weird.
What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object?
LMAO.
You mean Paimon?
Precisely. Now, if you two have no objections,
I order your
then
arrest.
in
Well, that
the
was
name of
quick.
the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
Way too quick.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny.
With such an audience gathered here,
Ooh, a
allow
trick.
me to perform
Go,
a
go,
trick
go, go,
for
go.
everyone.
What the f?
Ta-da!
It's like a leash?
Hey, when did you do that?
She's still flying though, no? Damn, we give her a pat on the back for a leash. LOL.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be
She's a
classified
balloon.
as, well, something like a balloon.
Get wrecked, idiot.
Amusing.
W.
Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Definitely an idol around here.
I look forward to seeing your upcoming
You could never
performance
take on
at the
riding though,
Opera
buddy.
House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Oh no. Alright. I like her. I'm sold. So extra. Way above extra. I don't even know what word you'd use for her. Over the top. Clorinde was what okay, that's just Mikasa in general. If that was Aaron up there, she would have jumped on those guns so quick.
I just know a
She's got
few
the
simple
magician
tricks
hat.
I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in
Ooh.
Fontaine, the Opera House. I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might
Yes,
I
dub,
invite
dub,
the
dub,
two
dub,
of you
dub.
to see my performance? You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin.
She's crying.
No matter
Rip.
how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
That's f***ing
Only
depressing.
then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince
Regardless
them
of
to
what
take
they
it,
say.
regardless of what they say.
W. Get your magic pocket. Take it and
All
shut the
right,
front
I'll
door.
take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
What is dead may never die. Alright, let's go see that magic show, boy.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl. She's obviously a thief. Watch her movements.
What a little thief. Where's Fiorina at?
Oh, he's
Time to be
right.
judged.
You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right, let's go.
Let's go. Lenny's is good. I love his animations. That's literally the only reason why I wanted him.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
I wish he was normal attack based though instead of charged. That's where he
Oh, no.
shines.
Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her?
Chase her down.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that
I
was
kind of
all.
like how this is like a
Oh,
tree
I can't
for
thank
like
you
a
enough.
hydro tree.
I didn't
Maybe it's like a
notice
memento
thing
for the
earlier.
hydro arc on the previous one.
Anyway,
Oh, he
Pity I wasn't
stole
able
it
to
back from
catch
her. LMAO.
She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he...
Oh.
Did you?
I'll be all right. It's just a
Bro, how are
twisted
you
ankle,
twisting those
that's all.
ankles in those boots though,
In
bro?
fact, we should go to the court of Fontaine now.
W!
Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually. You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
Oh.
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen.
You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened
20
almost
years ago.
20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time,
That's
another
scary.
girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a
Ooh.
similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But
Monka.
the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever
That's
been
been going on for
found.
20
Many
years?
suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Respectable.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
She shot him down so quick. She's like, can you not, bro? Oh, is this their house?
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home.
Fremine?
Where did everyone else go?
It's
I
Albedo.
have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
Literally sounds like Albedo, looks like Albedo, depressed. You can't tell me.
Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to
Quote, unquote,
introduce you to my
father.
little brother, Fremine. He is a
Fremine.
phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Bro. Oh no, not the rain. It is not supposed to rain in Fontaine, right? Oh shit.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
Not the judge crying.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the
crying
dragon
with.
went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud
I'm
up
gonna
and pour
cry.
out rain.
That is so depressing and sad.
When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
I'm gonna cry.
Perhaps we could trouble the traveler to help us
Oh,
take
I'd
these
love to do your
materials
errands
to the
for you.
Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there.
Oh, hello there. New customers?
We're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are.
Everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's
Indemnitium?
produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials
What?
produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details
That's fucking
myself.
weird.
But basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse
Oratrice?
Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be
Can
used
you
all
repeat that
around
for me?
Fontaine.
So
Bro, she
that's what
said
another
that so
function is?
quick.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away.
Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the
Yeah, I don't like
Morayo to
this dude.
Converie of Cabriere by next month?
I want 50% today. Wait, no,
This dude.
70%.
Huh?
I'm gonna beat his ass.
Business.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying
Hey!
to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts
Let's
first?
go, child.
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora.
Ah, you're from Northland Bank.
Yeah, you,
We
truant.
said we'll pay everything we owe
Bitch.
next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Alright, this guy's stupid.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine.
Pussy.
What are the chances?
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting
Yeah,
something?
an ass whooping.
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took
He's
Tony
like,
and
you.
Tooser ice fishing, Tooser said,
Hey, that's way over
Oh my
the line.
goodness.
All
I
right,
hate
boys,
this dude.
Let's see who has to pay up now.
can you at least let me finish one sentence? You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm sure this won't take long.
Beat their ass.
Ta, yeah, yeah. Brace yourself. This is.
Bitches.
Ugh, what's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank.
W.
Got... Huh?
Now's my chance!
That's not good. Oh, he still got KO'd though.
Huh.
His
That was
vision
weird.
just stopped.
It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Aw,
What kind of reason is that?
upsetty spaghetti.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught
Skirk.
me was named Skirk. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going. Lately, I've been sparring with
Champion
some
duelists.
of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelist?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to
Ooh.
defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
Battle
the
to the
champion
death.
duel, so engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. None of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today,
Corinne?
Florend, is the
Ooh.
strongest of the champion duelists. Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh?
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides,
Whoa. Now this is fancy.
Let's go.
The opera epiclese.
Vache.
Huh?
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine
Vache.
converges here.
What does
live the
vache mean?
children.
Vache.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact,
Like an
you might not
oceanid.
be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences. The Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here.
That's f***ing nuts.
So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here...
Ooh, front row
Let's go!
Don't
Front row
mention it.
seats, baby!
There's no need to...
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Cowell.
Oh, I'll be
Simon
right there.
Cowell.
Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cowell, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lenny.
Dub dub dub. Alright, where's the judge at? Oh my goodness! Bro, he's here! I've been waiting for this moment. Sitting there. Oh my god. We're so close! They didn't want me to talk to him. Oh. It looks so awkward.
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
What a gentleman!
So you
Oh my
heard
goodness.
all that, did ya?
Bro, he is just
Paimon's the one
so
who's being rude, talking under her
fancy,
breath like that.
so elegant, so handsome, so sweet, so kind.
What should we talk about?
I don't even, this is like literally the first two lines and he's apologizing because we felt awkward.
Are you a friend of Lenny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr.
I love
Lenny
his
would
English
like to be
VA.
my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh my god. Who is this man's though?
So you're not friends with Lenny
Too
then?
kind.
We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tibet.
Oh my god, his voice though, it's almost better than Zhongli.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an
Nervillet.
honor it is to have you here to see
Sounds
my
like
show.
Nervillet from him though.
Ah, Mr. Lenny. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be?
The judge.
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him.
W.
It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special.
And
really.
he's humble?
And by
Okay.
the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to.
His eyes are so beautiful.
There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite
She
a
wants the
while
attention.
now.
What a brat.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
He's done with her shit.
So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become
Bro.
flustered.
She wants all the attention. Nicola like, can you just talk to her so I don't have to do
Farina,
it?
the Hydro Archon.
Whoa.
No need to pay her any more attention. Enjoy the show.
Just acknowledge her and leave her be. I love it. Kind of dusty in there, no? The way he laughs at his own magic tricks is so cute. Oh snap.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely.
Clearing the bodyguard.
told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now.
I'm getting nervous.
Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, W. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Hyman didn't see him do anything!
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage.
Okay, but
rather
his
than getting
eyes?
caught up in
Beautiful.
trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants.
That's right.
I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
Me.
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now, our lucky audience member
Me,
and
me,
I
me,
will
me,
each
me.
enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Oh, let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. I'm sorry,
Let's
it
go.
might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've
Moons and
carefully arranged
stars,
everything
so
for you to be as
not
comfortable
nervous.
as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box.
Wonka.
Oh, okay.
She's like,
All right.
do I have to do
Before
this?
I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
Why aren't you counting, Nervalette?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy
His voice
the
is
show.
so soothing.
Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
Bang.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway.
It's still playing.
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly.
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
W. He literally did it in 1 second. This man's a cheater. 60 seconds? What a fraud. W fireworks?
What happened?
What the f?
Is this part of the show?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
What the f? Bro, the hand in the mask?
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe.
What the f***?
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area,
the hell?
guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance, and there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Oh, shit.
The serial disappearances
That's
case?
not a good look for him, dude.
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
Really? Using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale? Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny,
Oh,
is now the
no.
prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The
Well.
missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it,
Well.
that whole speech about magicians making things disappear
That had an awful turn.
was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Linny do this?
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
She's lost.
But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler.
Me?
You'll support Linny, won't you?
Okay,
After
okay, okay.
all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met. Then there's no problem at all. You know,
That wasn't
the
even a
Traveler
duel.
and I already had a duel.
She
the
got her
first
ass
time
whooped
we
if it
met.
was.
But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser.
Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order.
The trial W.
Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linny's attorney and defend him
Bro,
in
now
this case?
I'm an attorney? Let's
Very
go.
well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth.
Literally one day.
How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer? Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me.
The impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Oh my god.
Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well... I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
I don't think he gets a choice on not telling us, buddy.
We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks.
You may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Whoa, this is actually like legit. Let's f***ing go.
We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter
Halsey?
from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
A painter.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The magic troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here!
Geo Taylor
Keep an eye on you for a while
Swift.
now.
Bro, is this Blade?
Who are you?
Geo Taylor Swift.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Spina de Rosula?
From mediating disputes and providing protection to
Hey,
solving
Blade.
conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
Taylor Swift?
And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
She is so pretty.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
Blade?
And I'm Melus.
Melus.
Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. I can be the assistant, sure. Or your companion, if you like.
Alright, I like her.
I'm really not that fussy.
She just wants to help out, bro, and solve the case.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their
Not
innocence.
this brat.
But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
W. Look at us. It's like a battlefield.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and
Oh
break
my
this
God.
case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
Jesus.
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here. Look
Oh,
at those
shit.
scales. Could those mean...
Allow me to use the words of the magician himself.
Look at her using his words against
You
him.
never know
Kinda
what
smart.
can happen in the blink of an eye. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations
Lol.
are rock solid.
She is good at what she does. I will give her that.
Me, aren't you and Lynette actually from
Oop.
the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
Oh shit.
No wonder they did something like this.
Objection, Your
The
Honor.
disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on
It's not
stage
them
probably
being
wasn't
Fatui.
just an accident.
What does that mean?
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute.
Bro, she's tricky. She's feisty.
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
What a brat. I love her.
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really
Oh my-
paying off.
No shots you stayed up all night to just sabotage people.
Hey, Linny. Why didn't you tell us this before?
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
Father? And now...
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Welp.
They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say!
You got it.
Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
1 hour.
In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Look at her little fins. What a brat. They're Fatui. I mean, I'm pretty sure we knew that they were part of Arlecchino's whatever, though, yeah? No? I don't remember.
This is awkward. I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain.
I feel like you should have told us this earlier.
How the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core. I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
Sir, yes, sir.
If everyone would lend me their attention, at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
You're going down, bitch.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the Opera House, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out,
oh my
before
goodness.
making her
The
change
vase.
clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel,
shit.
having heard that
This
strange
art.
noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled
I'm not gonna
an
lie.
accident.
She has a very solid case against us. I can't cap. Her stuff is like almost perfect. She actually like thought it out. And he totally looks sus. Nah, like it's actually just perfectly... I totally would believe her case before listening to his side, obviously. I think she's a solid argument. I can't lie.
And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has
Ace
something
Detective
to say.
Paimon.
When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Nice. Now it's just even.
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
That's right, you tell him!
And
Let's go,
that's
Taylor
why they're
Swift.
partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims? Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
That's right! Linny wasn't in the box
But it
or
doesn't say
in
that
the
he
tunnel.
couldn't hear it.
That's why he didn't hear anything. This means that when the crime happened, Linny had already entered the basement via the vent.
Not the black bar zoom in.
The same clue
Hi, Trev.
he used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Well played.
To think you'd use such logic.
She's scared?
Well then,
Quaking in
if
her
it
boots?
wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Wouldn't we like to know? I bought this incorrect.
The deceased's name is Cowell.
Because we already know. I don't know. But why would he go murder himself?
That can't be right. Are you serious? The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Guess if it could have gone wrong.
Oh, is that so? How
So
interesting!
condescending.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble?
I see how it is.
Don't hire me when you go
This was
missing.
all just a bluff. And here
Never.
I thought you had
I'm not a
something
detective.
to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end,
Dead
why not
end.
consider it different? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make
He said
a
the thing.
real-life person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Oh, just a
Interesting.
moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about 2 completely different things.
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling
I
the
mean, she
trial.
loves this trial anyway.
Nevertheless,
Might
I
as well
believe that this is
prolong
a
it.
reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since
Not
the
the
trial does
view.
indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress.
W.
Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
His eyes are so beautiful, bro.
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
It's like home.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
Yeah, you didn't think that one through, bitch.
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject.
The doctor, where you at?
As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You gotta be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Bro, that's literally what's gonna happen to Fontaine anyways.
This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but...
Yeah, the
it's just a
prophecy.
coincidence,
It's all
isn't it?
coming together.
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me,
snap.
quick.
Order! Order!
Oh, chills. Not the cane.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's
Okay,
personal
Welt,
effects
I
has
see
yielded
you.
some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Bro, he is such a good judge. He's so balanced, and he's not just taking Furina aside, and I love that.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor.
In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope.
I mean, we don't need it
and
in
the
there
number
anyways.
selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
1,000 ways to die.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
WWW.
Oh dear.
She shook.
What do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person?
Based and relatable.
What a humiliation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Kinda crazy how you only give us 1 day for this, bro.
We found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be.
Bro, you were just quaking in your boots. I don't want to hear it.
Wonderfully comedic. Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became
Bro, she is all for
a
hitting people with
weapon.
this vase.
Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
I'm trying to solve a murder here, Trev.
Am I right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the road?
Oh, shit.
I believe this is indeed the finale.
Not the finale.
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, Should we not, in your view, move?
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Oh, there's Taylor Swift.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes.
Oh shit.
Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf.
I understand.
Oh shit. What the f?
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey?
Ta-da!
So the whole thing about
What
people
the?
dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
What?
I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial.
I knew she was guilty of something.
I'm the one who killed Cowell. I admit it.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and
Oh,
I'm originally
shit.
from Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there.
The thief
And
from
I've
the
never
intro.
been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Linny was the one who caught me in the act. Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it?
Oh,
So
shit.
you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee.
Oh,
But then I
damn.
got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me.
Oh god.
I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there,
Not the
though.
vase.
So I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that
Damn.
makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it? Having been selected out of the blue, her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket.
Rip.
Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With
Stuff
no
him.
way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
W.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
W play. W.
Now, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's
Yeah.
statements?
What do you gotta say, woman?
Answer the question, Lady Farina.
He's like, I wanna go
Also,
home.
if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
She's trying to just walk out. What a pussy.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat.
Sounds like a kid.
But really,
She did
could
try
you
and
at
dip.
least have left me with some dignity?
No dignity for you.
Then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events.
Yes, please.
The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list.
So he's been in charge of him for the last 20 years. Damn.
With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
W? But they didn't even question about him trying to look at this,
While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
The ticket? Star Rail? We're doing some warps? Oh, shit. What the hell?
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
That's pretty interesting.
I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know.
Weren't you trying to leave, woman?
Not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court.
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly, unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
Huh? What is this? Coupon Town?
I was just following orders.
What?
We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny,
and
thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Who the is higher up, though? Who's orchestrating you guys?
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes! I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve.
The doctor?
It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
What the f***?
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness.
What the f***?
I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Just a puddle now. Oh, not the robot guards. I don't know who the boss is. I just have a feeling it's the doctor. Probably not, but it just sounds like some fishy shit the doctor would do.
So,
let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me.
That's depressing.
That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
the knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
Ooh, the plot thickens.
That's right. Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever.
Aw.
Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we
Tricks
felt
alone.
at first, too. Took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we
That's
returned
depressing.
home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Just giving away kids like that?
But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
No wonder she's depressed. She's
As far as
traumatized.
outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood.
What the?
And the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
W. Arlecchino, I guess.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a
That's
basement,
awful.
all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you.
What the
I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis.
Interesting.
Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort
Yeah,
of water.
that's f***ing
thus
crazy.
further supporting the prophecy. All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included,
Arlecchino?
are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland.
From small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. I will do my best to help you.
I respect it,
As
honestly.
plain Linny.
I still don't trust the knave, alright? I still think she's sussy. But the fact that she's trying to save Fontaine as well as these two is respectable to a degree. Still sus though, still sus.
Hey there.
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though.
Isn't it technically
think so, too?
solved?
Are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now?
I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have
Rats.
only arrived in Fontaine after all.
Can't solve all your problems.
Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Latest sus.
We were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Aw, rip. Until next time, Geo Taylor Swift.
Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia.
I thought it was the fucking dude who got murked. I thought he was a part of it.
Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners? Why don't we return
Hotel
to the
de
court
Boer?
of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right then, let's have our farewell meal.
What the fuck? That was a long-ass quest. Honestly, it was a really, really, really good quest. I still think Arlecchino is sus, alright? Even if she's trying to save Fontaine. I'm not falling for it just yet. I haven't seen her, haven't heard her, but overall, great quest. That shit was 3.5 hours.